So Rose, welcome to Paris.
Thank you.
Yeah, first time actually fighting in Europe, right?
I guess, yeah, technically. Yeah. I mean, I was the closest that I got to fighting here was Abu Dhabi, so it's a little further away, but.
Yeah, same time zone almost,
Yeah.
yeah. But you with your Lithuanian roots,
yes.
Now fighting in the old continent, so
yeah,
is that anything special to you?
Oh, for sure, especially because I want to say, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like I have like some French blood in me and somewhere in the timeline. But yeah, and it's cool being here because even like the city of Paris kind of reminds me of the city of Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania. Like just some of the architecture is very like sort of similar. And yeah, the last time I was in Lithuania, we were I kind of like had a vision of like, oh, that'd be so cool to fight in Lithuania one day. But this is like really close.
yeah, because you still have a lot of family, right, in Lithuania?
Yeah, all of my families.
Yeah, so it's good for them because they can watch in the same time zone this time.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, any of them coming over to Paris to watch?
No, my cousin wanted to come, but she couldn't figure out what to do with her baby, so yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be in Lithuania next time.
Yeah. Because some you fought Abu Dhabi, you fought in Brazil, but most of your fights, of course, in the US. So coming over here, fighting like a local favorite, like in the Lion's Den, does that motivate you, scare you a little bit? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's something that you know I've have experience with, and it's okay. You know, I enjoy it. I just focus on just doing what I gotta do and focus on the task at hand, and just gotta please God, and that's it. So hopefully everybody enjoys the show.
Yeah. What's the most, weird question maybe, what's the most hostile crowd you ever faced? Gotta be Brazil probably, right?
No, they were actually really nice.
Really?
Yeah, I was expecting like, some booze or something or something.
Brazil, they usually have like the death chants. Like,
usually, yeah, that's what I was like ready for, and I was like, dang, okay. I was actually looking forward to that, but yeah, they were very respectful and very appreciative of me coming.
All right. So what is the most hostile crowd you faced so far? No, never any?
Maybe like when I was in high school playing basketball on the free throw line and everybody's booing, and I'm used to that, like people just talking crap at the basketball court. Yeah. That was probably the most like anxiety that I remember having. Just yeah. Yeah,
because the French are known to be very chauvinistic, right? You're fighting.
Oh,
French
really?
fight.
Okay,
yeah. So they'll probably be cheering her on a lot and booing you. So are you prepared for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm prepared. I got an audience of one, and that's God. So as long as he's cheering for me, it's cool.
So talk about the new weight class. What made you go up?
Yeah, that's just like kind of my last sort of goal on my list of to-do things in my career. Be, two-time champion at strawweight, fought a lot of people there. And there's always new talent coming in, but I just kind of feel like just sort of lost interest in fighting anybody new. Obviously, Weili's a champ, but I beat her twice. And even though she looked phenomenal her last fight, but I want new challenges. I want to keep it fresh, and also it is, just where I'm at in my life. There's only a certain amount of time, so I wanna try to, see where I can go with this, and it would be cool to become a two-division champion, But yeah, we just take one day at a time.
Yeah, so some people would say it's a very bold move because you're at 115, one of the faces that helped shape the division. But you're like in the inaugural championship fight, you're such a household name there that it seems only logic that you will get another title shot because who else, right? In that division. So would be the safer way to stay there and just.
Yeah, well, it's just like, I mean, I guess like, but yeah, I feel like there's no safe fight. You know what I mean? Like it's a fight, so like. Maybe that would make it seem like that, but the best way that I can perform is if I'm like motivated and interested, and if it seems easy, it's easy for me to not be like that up for it. So yeah, so I need a challenge.
Yeah. Can you talk me through the thought process? Because your last fight 15 months ago was disappointing for yourself. You got a lot of criticism for the fight being a little bit of a stalemate. So can you talk me through the thought process after that, what happened, which made you eventually take this decision?
Yeah, I was a little salty after that. I was a little bitter for a minute, and just because I wasn't if I was just like my only priority was just to be like the best fighter in the world and nothing else mattered to me, you know, then I probably would have a different attitude. But I was like kind of like in my feelings because I was like the person Rose that had like other stuff going on in my life. So, but I went through that, and then I was like, okay, you know, I realized that like, yeah, like I have problems and things that I need to figure out, but like nobody cares about that. And that they're here for, you know, they're paying their money to come and, you know, be entertained and to also learn something, so, or be inspired. And so that's what I'm here for. And I got through that, and I realized that that's my job. I mean, my main job is to protect myself at all times. And so as long as I do that, then I can like, you know, prioritize like winning, and then ultimately like also being an inspiration to everybody and to be excited and things like that. But it has to be natural, and it has to be not forced. And so, you know what I mean? So that's like a whole balance thing. But yeah, it was a big process, and I'm glad to be here on the other side of it. And yeah, hopefully this time will be different.
Yeah, because the things you just said, right? You need like a new motivation, new challenge. You seem to me like a person that's either all the way in or all the way out. There's no in between, right? And maybe the things that led to maybe that fight and eventually this decision was, but maybe you were not all the way in anymore.
Right. Well, no, yeah, I know what you mean. But I've definitely like teetered on I've always like, I think ever since I fought like rematch Tisha, I was like walking out to that fight thinking like, man, this isn't forever. Like this could, like anything can happen to where it's like, maybe this could be my last time, and that gave me some sort of like gratitude for like being there. And then there's been multiple times where I've questioned whether I should be doing this or not. So, so yeah, I think that's like a very normal thing that maybe fighters don't usually talk about, but, I'm all the way here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that you talk about it. You're so always so open about your thoughts and your feelings, and that I think that separates you from a lot of other fighters. So what are the things now? You said new challenge, new division, you know, chasing legacy, becoming double champ. What are the things that motivate you outside of that?
Outside of that, I guess, is like my family, friends, you know, like just to glorify God, you know, the gifts that He's given me, and like to yeah, just try to please Him in everything that I do, and be a martial artist. And I think those are the main things. Yeah. Yeah,
and I can imagine the weight cut is a lot more fun now.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's I don't know. That would be very tough to do that right now. Yeah.
So what do you feel in training now, going up a weight class? Besides, of course, you don't have to cut as much weight, but you feel stronger, you feel different in a way?
I definitely feel stronger for sure. I'm eating more. Like, I lifted a lot more for this camp. But I still have, actually, I almost feel like I still have all my speed. If not, I feel even faster because I'm a little healthier, but also like I've gotten better with my timing and just more comfortable with just like, I guess, more time in, you know, and yeah, it's really come together.
Yeah. So what's it going to look like, Rose Namajunas on 125? What can we expect?
Yeah. I guess, you know, I don't know. I don't expect nothing. Just enjoy the show. Don't put expectations on me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I intend to, you know, punch her in the face, take her back, and choke her out. That's what I see in my mind, and get my hand raised. Yeah,
because don't expect anything. Of course, we expect something, because you're one of the most exciting fighters. Because you're known as a fighter who can finish anyone at any moment in any fight. Yes. So that's how we know you. So is that what we're going to see again?
Yeah, I would expect a good performance for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of her, out of Manon?
Yeah, I expect her to be very like rangy, and, you know, try to establish her distance and things like that, and, you know, throwing kicks and right hook, blitz attacks. Maybe she might try to throw in a takedown every now and then, and try to just, you know, I guess, play the game. Yeah. For me, I expect that she's not going to necessarily understand my rhythm and my timing and my angles and my movement. And I think that's going to just like start the snowball effect of like, I think she's going to be surprised by my power too, and my strength, and everything that I come with this.
Yeah, and also her having the home advantage could also prove to be a disadvantage, right? Because she might be motivated too much by the audience. She rushes forward, maybe she becomes overly aggressive.
Potentially, you know, that's always the test, right? Like we all have our different challenges that we have to face. Like she probably has a way bigger weight cut than I do. You know what I mean? Like she's got different things. She's got pressures on her, but ultimately, like that's what makes us who we are, is because we, you know, we challenge ourselves and we, you know what I mean? Like so yeah, I think, you know, I think the comforts of being at home can be good or bad, right? And so yeah, I'm excited.
Good. So you're coming into a new division, fighting the number 3, with your reputation and your legacy already. You beat the number 3, you automatically put yourself in position for a title fight, right? Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Is that something that's on your mind already, or is it like get through this fight first and we'll see what happens? Of course, yeah. I mean, like I think it's only on my mind when you guys ask me about it. But sorry about that.
No, it's okay. And I guess like even prior to like maybe accepting this fight, I thought that was like a cool little, maybe like a cherry on top of like the extra incentive to be excited for this fight. But ultimately, like I'm approaching this fight as a martial artist, and I want the challenge against Manon because of like what she brings to the table. And so I'm excited to test myself against that. And then, you know, whatever happens, whatever God wants to happen after that is in his plans. I have no control over that.
Last thing I wanted to ask you, we had a Dutch girl in the contender series last week, Isis Verbeek. Yeah, she trained with you, she told me a bit. Yeah, can you tell me?
We trained together a little bit. Yeah, she's, you know, really tough. Like she, I know, she has some, I think she was dealing with some challenges and things, but ultimately, like, she was a really good training partner, and I appreciated the time we had. Yeah,
shame she didn't make it though. How would you type her as a fighter, and do you see her getting another chance and maybe still making is she UFC caliber in your opinion? Yeah,
I think she just needs to figure out some things, but I think her potential is really, really high. But yeah, it's all, man, there's not this fight game isn't just punching and kicking, you know what I mean? There's a lot that goes into it. Like you got to have your life in order. Like you have to have like everything, you know what I mean? Like everything has to be like super in order. So so I think if she can figure that out, then she definitely will make it here.
Well, you would know better than anybody.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you're back, and I can't wait to see you fight. Have a good fight on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Cool. All right, there's 2 more things I want to ask you.